Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just realized that I am covered in rainbows from a prism that I have hanging in the window. I don't know how that has never happened before, but it must be really bright out right now. I would move it because it is kind of distracting, but my cats are having an awfully good time with it. So I'm gonna leave it there and just try to avoid it a little bit. Um, so welcome back. My name is Stephanie. If this is your first time here, we will be doing an oracle card reading. No pick a card this week. There's a lot of kind of construction noise outside, and so I'm having to do some quicker readings over the next couple weeks. So hopefully get back to the longer pick a cards here shortly, but this week will just be an oracle card reading. I'm going to do messages from your guardian angels this week. I was just kind of drawn to get out a couple angel decks. This is the week of December 6th through the 12th, 2020. So wrapping up 2020, seeing maybe what energy is on the way out for the collective and what energy we can focus on to start bringing in. Let's start with the other one. Let's start with this Angel Prayers deck and just see if you have a question or a topic or anything you've been pondering, creative projects you've been working on that just seem like you need a little spark or a little guidance, you can focus on that now while I'm shuffling. Sorry about the rainbows. There. Just kind of keep your own question in mind. Just focus on what it is that you are working toward focusing on or anything you've been pondering, and we'll see what guidance comes out for the collective. Okay, we'll take that one, and I'm going to draw one more. These are kind of flying out all of a sudden. Okay, so the one that flew out that we will look at first is the Love and Accept Yourself card, which, as we've talked about, is really the root of everything. That's how we manifest things. That's how we stay on our path, where we can be of the most service. It's really how the only way we can love others or allow others to love us truly and fully is by loving and accepting ourselves. So this is thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. So some of you may be needing to, that's a great thing to kind of end the year on, is really being able to fully love and accept yourself. And I feel like we talk about, as a society right now, we talk about self-care, self-love, and all these kind of buzzwords. But this is, sometimes we can't get to self-love. Sometimes there are things about ourselves or our physical bodies that we're just like, I just don't love that. I'm just not comfortable with it. But try to get to acceptance. Like, can you get to acceptance of the function of your physical body? Or can you get to acceptance of the way you feel in it? Maybe we can't get to love. Maybe, we're never going to love certain things about ourselves. I personally feel like that's okay. I feel like if we can accept things for functionality, for their purpose, for maybe why we chose them as a lesson for ourselves during this lifetime, that's good enough. Don't let this stuff hinder you. Don't feel that if your thoughts about yourself or about anything else are not perfect, that you're not going to be successful in manifesting the future you want. Don't allow that to happen. Don't think if you don't phrase something perfectly. I think so many of us have maybe fallen into the law of attraction trap with that, where we feel like if we don't phrase it perfectly, we are at fault if it doesn't come to us. And that's not the case. We don't have to be perfect. And there's nobody judging us up there or out there. It's all just us. It's whether we believe that we are worthy of what we want to create. So if you can't get to love, let's just work on acceptance. It's totally fine. We have some leeway in this. Then the other one that came in from this deck is Peace and Harmony, and it's Archangel Raguel. So if you're looking for an angelic energy or an archangel to work with during this week, you can work with Archangel Raguel. Kind of like a peachy, if those of you who are crystal workers, the energy this angel has for me is that of like peach selenite or peach moonstone. It's very soft, very comforting, very nurturing energy. So if you're just feeling like you just want to be held, you just want to be supported, there's just too much going on. Everything is just too much. I just want somebody to just hold me for a little while. You can work with the angelic energies. They're very good at that kind of supportive energy. This angel specifically, the keywords are peace and harmony. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life in harmonious light. So that's an angelic energy you can work with this week. And then let's draw one from the Guardian Angel deck and see what that message is for us this week. Okay. So the one that pops up is the number 3 card, which is creativity and abundance. And it says, Dear one, you are being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It's a time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects or becoming a parent. And I feel like it's not always a parent, but it could be children in your life in other ways. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. So it's interesting this comes up after I just mentioned the message I was getting about we don't have to be perfect in our thoughts. Just because there are so many programs and videos and workshops and that sort of thing out there saying you have to do this way. And I think a lot of that stuff works for many people. I mean, the law of attraction is a law. It is indisputable. But I think so many of us get caught up in the details of it that's where we get off track. So don't worry about being perfect. That's the really strong intuitive message I'm getting this week is don't worry about being perfect. It's more important to be in a state of joy and flow when you're creating and getting sparks of inspiration than it is to be perfect. And where the law of attraction and some of the more structured practices are helpful, I think, is like the writing out things 3 times or 5 times or repeating things or, doing a vision board. That keeps it in our consciousness. It keeps us moving toward it. It keeps it in our minds. It keeps us working on it. So it's helpful in that respect, but please don't worry that you are doing anything wrong. As long as you are focusing on things in a positive manner, which we've talked about in the past, always phrasing your thoughts and affirmations in a positive manner so that you're bringing in the positive aspect of what you want to create, you can't do it wrong. So this saying, really focusing on accepting yourself, whatever it is you want to do or be or become in the next year, focusing on that, focusing on love and acceptance, and that gets you into a place of feeling harmonious. And that is when we are best able to create is from a place of harmony. So working with the angelic energies this week, if you're called to do that for love and support, and that will get you into this kind of divine spark, this energy of flow, this creativity and abundance, where you can really start the new year creating the life you want to move into. So those are our messages for December 6th through the 12th. I hope you enjoyed this week's reading, and I will see you all next week.